guys. We're in Drogheda, my hometown, born and bred. Lived here, I think I was 34, well, I was 34, 35, 20 years ago. Moved out and we're heading off to the Black Bull. Well, we're actually here at the moment, just about to go in and have a little taste. Now, they've got two different wings here, hot and spicy, and a rum and coke. They assure me the rum and coke are the ones to have. But let's go inside and see if Drogheda can take the crown of best chicken wing in County Louth.
We've got a variation of wings here.
Of course, we have two
So
different styles.
we have two different
What are the
styles.
two different styles?
Well, what I'd say is we have an American hot wing style, and we have a Louisiana barbecue style.
Okay.
I'd say. Yeah. The Louisiana barbecue is based on a coke base with a Cuban twist. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good texture. Very good texture. The sauce is a beautiful, sweet, unctuous sauce. Coats the wings really well.
It, by the way, it's
Leaves a
good when he
good
says
background.
unctuous.
Leaves a little bit of good background flavour.
Yeah.
You can taste aniseed in the background. I'm sure there's a couple of other bits and pieces in there that we weren't told about.
Yep. Secret recipe, no doubt.
Obviously. The hot and spicy wings, again, coated very well with the sauce. The sauce is spicy enough. It's got a good butter base. Vinegar content is not too high. And the blue cheese sauce dipped off looks really well. I'd say two excellent wings.
Excellent. Great to hear that from my hometown.
Excellent.
And you, Chief?
These are excellent, especially like, and as you know, I'm not a really fan of the. I normally prefer the hotter
hot,
spicy.
yeah.
These are great. These rum and coke wings.
Okay.
And what do they say? Unctuous. Yeah. It's,
Unctuous.
It's like Chinesey with the aniseed or the five spice or the garnish. Really, really good.
I do note you've more or less demolished both plates, but
Nearly. Well, I haven't been eating
it
very
must be
many
a good-
all day.
Must be a good thing.
I've been pacing myself.
And then we have my little chicken wing over here in the corner.
The boss.
Tori, who's the boss. She knows she's the chief. This is the girl.
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Future.
The future. Tell me, what do you reckon? Which is your favourite for starters?
Well, I think it's this one because it has a very nice kick to it. And it's very saucy and it has a nice tang to it. But so does this. But I'm not quite a big fan of this one, but I do like a nice kick.
But you like the hot and spicy.
I
You've
like
said
the
that
hot
all
and
day.
spicy, yeah.
Sure, yeah. But if you had to have the rum and coke,
I
would
would
you
eat it.
You would eat
I
it.
would
Good
eat
for
it.
you. That's very positive. This girl is the star of the future here, Charlie. But and you know what we're going to do? We're going to say Charlie. Charlie is co-owner of the Black Bull here in Drogheda.
Yes.
And your mum and dad obviously taught me how to drink, and so you helped me along the way as well.
And other avenues of the bill.
We had some great
Adventures.
nights here. Great nights here. But so tell me a bit, how are things going now since COVID? And you know,
Yeah, I mean,
is it positive, negative? Are we making money? Are we getting out
To
of
be
it?
honest with you, like, no, look, it's kind of like washing your face. We are not, we're lucky in the sense that we have a big shop. We have a function room in the back. We have areas that we can, socially distance in. And, we're lucky in that regard, you know. So, in that regard, we're quite happy.
Yeah.
And we're a little bit outside of town. People feel safer because they're not in amongst any, anything that's too, close contact and things like that. So, our first 2 weeks here have been good. I've been really happy about how it went. I've been really happy. Like, we've been doing takeaways. Like, we actually didn't close. We were closed for 2 days, and those 2 days were spent preparing a takeaway and buying packaging.
Actually,
and all
even
the-
boys, we just turn it around,
and
turn
all-
it into money.
Yeah, and all the other stuff. No, turn it into washing your face. Don't get enough soap just to do a bit of washing, Which, look, and also just to stop myself going insane. Like,
What about your clientele, the people? Are they actually, going by the rules? Or do you feel it's a
Do you know
problem?
what? I've been really impressed by people behaving. Like, seriously. Okay, there's always a few idiots.
Yeah.
The first week we had some on a Wednesday night. I remember there was a football game on, and there was a couple of lads booked the table for 6 and table for 4, and I had a word with them, had another word with them. They weren't behaving, and I just said, lads, it was half an hour to go in the game, and I said, lads, you're going to be finished and now you're gone. And they were like, I remember he was a bit of an upstart, let's say.
Yeah,
He was
okay.
like, excuse me, I've got the government regulations here. I'm going to stay for an hour and 45 minutes. And I had to stop myself laughing at him. So I was like, oh, they're on their phone, you have them. Have you got the bull regulations or rules there? 16. Pretty much wanted to say, yeah, I didn't say what I wanted to say, but I was like, no, you're not behaving. I've given you 2 warnings, and the most important thing to me is that you're looking like my crew is what's important here.
Of course.
In all seriousness, if people are walking around and, you know, not really actually social distancing or shouting across a bar or sneezing, that's the problem for me. That's that's the bit that I would have it, you know, if you're going to be irresponsible to yourself, it's different to if your responsibility is going to affect, you know, my crew here. Like, my crew is gold,
Let it be your crew or your crew's mum or dad or nana or granddad or whatever it might be. Because this is such a phenomenon in our lifetime. And it's something we got to respect it.
Yeah, and we have guys that work here that are 20, 21. They live at home with their mum, and their mum visits their granny.
Yeah.
And I've said to them all, I said in the beginning, I said, look, if they're not nervous.
Yeah.
But I said, if your mum is even a bit nervous, don't come into work. I don't want you here because she's nervous, and you know what, that's stressing her out and stressing maybe your mum a bit. And at the end of the day, you know who is the big bold bad boy? It's me, because you know they're not necessarily me, but I just mean it's just like somewhere, you know.
You have a responsibility to your general public within your walls.
Yeah, and first is to my crew, and second is to the general public. And the crew need to feel safe about coming in. And by them, I mean their extended family, whoever they're living with. If they're living, you know, in their own place somewhere along here, that's fine. But if their mum is going to visit her granny, or their granny twice, 3 times a week, and she's a vulnerable person, please don't come in. You know what I mean? It's like no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
No,
simple.
It's not. Absolutely not.
Simple enough. This will pass, and you know.
Hopefully it
will take a bit of time. It'll take a bit of time, but there's one particular person who's actually gone and left home, and actually went and moved in with some friends, so they could come to work, which I think is great and a testament to them, because they're actually like. It was a bit of a coming of age for them as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a bit like that. Now maybe they wanted to get out there.
Who knows?
But it was good, you know. So
Well, I'm going to go and taste these chicken wings now. It's our last of the day, so
have a go.
Save the best to last, maybe. Yes, no. We'll let you know.
I'll let you guys decide that.
No favoritism. Okay, that's Charlie Egan here in the Blackwell Inn. And I actually have tasted them both at the moment, and I honestly, even though I know the guys from yesteryear, and they were kids as I was sort of starting to drink, and I mean pups like 10 or 8 or whatever, both of the wings are fantastic. I'd probably go hot and spicy, although they think the rum and coke are the best. But you know what? You could actually have either or. They're super. So anyway, that's day 1 done, guys, and we'll see you bright and early. Talk to you soon.